Amazon as well.
This led to easily the worst paid TV service of the universe.
Watch it! I'm trying to cook here. I can't have you on me so I can...
From January
What's
17th
this?
to June 30th, 1984, 6 nights a week,
Huh?
the local ABC affiliate WLS signed off a, shall we say, more complex edition of on-TV or Spectrum.
It'll be like that because we pull it out real soon, so the... Okay, like...
Telefirst at first glance seemed like a good idea. One or two recent
What do you want, huh? What do you
The
want?
idea being that you'd record them on your VCR for
My diamond! My diamond!
still hadn't quite warmed up to the video rental industry, wanted a safeguard. 30 scrambler box. Imagine that another one would act as a link to your VCR, meaning the encrypted
This part I don't like because the cat might tag me, so here we go. Okay, it's done.
You could no longer watch your tapes, unless that is you figure out
Which I mean has to be did. So yeah, they're done. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Looks delicious, doesn't it? Now I'm gonna eat it. Thanks for watching.
Another problem was that Telefirst programming was always scrambled. The descrambler box was meant as a decoder for your VCR. So if you happen to be up late at night and ready to watch your movie live over the air, you could. It was totally dependent on your experience. Also, I hope you were prepared to do a little fine-tuning on that or you could try and do a precious few minutes for a longer than Telefirst scramble. Like most people didn't want to stay at home and fight with their
Since the food's done, I'm gonna eat it on camera now.
Yet another problem is
It might have been perfect focus, but it doesn't really matter.
every night. And invariably,
We'll put it right there.
did
It's supposed to be, but not as good.
box office bombs
Oh.
that the studios were still
There
trying
you go,
to
that makes it
recoup
better.
their losses on. Oh yeah, and
Sorry
another
about the light in this house.
if you did record several minutes of extra footage on both ends of the night's broadcast, you wouldn't get the proper codes for proper playback onto your tape. Oh, I got another one. Say you want to rewind or fast forward to another point in your recording. Oh, I hope you're prepared to wait an extra 60 seconds for the descrambler to catch up with itself. And sit through a scrambled feed of your show while you wait, most likely missing the part you were looking for to begin with. And for the proverbial cherry on top, remember how I mentioned that they pad their airtime with miscellaneous stuff? Since Telefirst usually could only fit in one movie per night, when they bothered to do so, that is, you'd find yourself saddled with lots of odds and ends, like bad foreign cooking shows. So, tell me true. Would you want to pay the not-so-low price of $25.95 a month, plus tape costs, for what in the end amounted to this?
Good. Funny. Eh. Good.
Oh, did I mention that your $25.95 a month only allowed you to pick 4 movies for the entire month? That you had to pick in advance? Really?
Wow.
Would you believe that ABC, the American Broadcasting Company that is, was the one that bankrolled this little endeavor? And would you believe that if this service was successful, they intended to go national? Cocaine was one hell of a drug, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, drugs are the only thing I can think of to make someone believe that this was somehow a practical idea. Well, if there was one thing in all this that I can believe in, it's that only about 4,000 people ever subscribed to Telefirst. Well, that does it for today's archive. Join us next time when we discuss why the 8-track deserved better. Yeah, right.
It turned to be a lot better anyways. I mean, it's funny. That's stupid. That's just stupid. The guys are freaking a house and have a ring phone. That's stupid. One time I was watching
They hide around corners
that was
and in
better.
no parking lots and swoop in to boot the
Boot
wheels
jerks.
on cars of unsuspecting motorists. Police say it's all a scam to get fast cash. Investigator Dave Savini exposes an alleged illegal operation that preyed on
Illinois.
people from Chicago to the suburbs.
Where did you find the booth?
It's right here.
Truck drivers and motorists in passenger cars and vans get booted. What tire did he boot?
It was left rear.
Tires and wheels immobilized by this man, James Chard, an alleged thief running MC parking. Preys on vehicles parked at strip malls and other lots with no official contractor permission to boot them. You're in the store for about 20 minutes.
Yes.
Next thing you know, the car's got a big yellow boot on it.
Don't boot those up.
Latoya Forrester, a stroke victim, got booted in Joliet while parked in a strip mall spot reserved for drivers with disabilities. You're the victim of a scam.
Yes. Yes.
Victims say Chard demands cash on the spot.
This is criminal. This is theft. They stole $190 from me.
James, I'm Dave Savini from Channel 2. There are allegations that you've been booting people all across the Chicago area.
The two investigators dug into James Chard's booting operation and found the self-proclaimed boot bandit charged $50 grand in fines in suburban Lansing alone this summer. He also allegedly left a trail of boot victims in Chicago, Berwyn, Bridgeview, Forest Park, Bolingbrook, Naperville, Joliet, Markham, and Madison.
That's really it is.
It's like getting robbed without a gun.
Tom Leone and Therese Blank got booted while eating dinner at a Lansing restaurant.
How much did they charge?
$190.
They claim that you're preying on people. What do you have to say about this?
He charged truckers even bigger fines.
How much did he want to get that boot off? $1,000.
Shamari Stewart says Chard is a con man who needs to be imprisoned, claiming Chard hung signs up after Stewart parked and walked away from his rig.
And if I didn't give it to him, he was going to tow it, and it was going to be $2,000. $1,000 for the tow and $1,000 for the boot.
This is wrong.
Lansing police agreed that during our CBS 2 investigation, they arrested Chard on multiple felonies, that he hung signs in lots he had no right to. Police confiscated his signs, receipts, and booting devices.
You did this to a woman with a disability.
What kind of person does that to anyone, let alone someone who's got a disability?
Obviously a person that has no conscience.
Chard has been doing this for several years, state police. He is due in court next month. Some victims might get their money back because when he was arrested, police seized a large amount of cash. Authorities say if you are ever booted in a private parking lot, demand to see a written contract and call 911 to ask for police assistance. There are no regulations involving booting in Illinois. Like the ICC regulates towing, and people say there needs to be because of people like this.
But sometimes it is legitimate, though. But in these cases, they are not.
Exactly.
And he's been doing this for several years, but this is the first time.
Get away from...
That's stupid. This is just stupid. There's this guy boot trying to break into a house with a ring phone.
Get away from the door.
And just like that, the would-be thieves take off. A boy stuns the two as they fumble away down the street.
Get away from the door.
The voice belonged to the homeowner, who was at work when he got an alert on his phone from his Ring video doorbell that there was some activity at his home. When he turned on the live feature, he saw this. One guy zipping around at the front door. About a minute later, he's joined by another man. Here's the thing. The first guy points out the security camera to his buddy, then proceeds to try and claw his way inside with a screwdriver.
Get away from the door.
It's not the first time this has happened.
I can see you in there, you know.
This owner franked a burglar right out of his English cafe from 4,000 miles away while on vacation in the Dominican Republic. He, too, got an alert on his phone that something shady was going on in his shop.
I can see you in there, you know.
Hey, what are you doing?
Or when this Texas woman, who was also at work, checked her home security camera and told this would-be porch pirate exactly what to do.
Put my packages back on the porch.
The moral of the story here, perhaps Roswell was on to something. InsideStation.com, I'm Stephanie Officer.
It starts with a simple knock on the door, but it can quickly turn into a violent robbery. Thieves posing as utility.
It's like 2 breaks of food. Someone in this house steals camera equipment. Someone said, I know this is a cooking